All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Misha.
What up? What's going on, everybody? You know, we are here to provide you with practical solutions that you can apply easily, naturally, and automatically
in your everyday life, so you can tap into your unlimited potential
and rise to the highest version of yourself. All right. And if you are new to this channel, we want to welcome you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We noticed that we got a couple of new subscribers on the channel. We appreciate that. We thank y'all for your love. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. To be honest, I don't know how many times we're going to be going live, but hey,
yeah,
you got to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss anything.
Yes, and we are going to be sharing some very valuable information inside the next couple of days. We said this already. We did a live on YouTube earlier, but for whatever reason, I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it went private instead of public. It's
whatever.
Anyways, but we went live on Instagram.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so if y'all missed it on Instagram, you can actually go back and take a look at that. And if you're not familiar with our Instagram, you can go there to see it. But oh boy, we got a lot to talk about today.
We have a whole lot to talk about, guys.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yep. The winter solstice is right around the corner. We just came out of an eclipse. So much. What's up, Empress of Duality? What's going on, sis? We appreciate you for being in the building.
Yes.
Real quick, we enjoyed your birthday party.
Yes, it was nice.
That was nice. Hilarious.
Very funny, very lighthearted. Yes, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, let me move this a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right. So what's up? What's up? Y'all come on in the building. As you come in the building, please drop a like on the video. We're gonna give a second to see who all joins on in here.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Y'all just come on in. We would play some music, but I mean, YouTube they just be wilding for no reason. But ladies and gents, while we were waiting, I did pull some cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so, it just kind of aligned with the topic. If you guys see the heading, it says you're ready for what is to come, right? And so pull some cards to see, hey, ancestors, guys, hey, what's up, higher self. What kind of advice you got for us, hey, what's up? And so it's really interesting that the first one that came out was the intuition card, right? So in other words, use your intuition, right?
Intuition.
And so we got to use our intuition and our discernment in these times. And the next one that came out was wisdom. So you got to have wisdom to really navigate these waters that are coming in, that are upon us. We have to. It's not even a choice right now. You must tap into your intuition, and you must be diligent, and you must use wisdom. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, but not least, okay? You have to utilize the knowledge that you have gained thus far on your journey. All the integration that you've been doing, the shadow work that you've been doing, the studying that you've been doing, the work that you've been putting in. We're not talking about no woke. We're talking about work, the work that you have been putting in, okay?
Yes. In the words of Bobby Hemmett, fuck woke, do work.
So all of that stuff that you've been building up, all of this growth that you've been doing, now is the time to put that into practice, okay? Through right wisdom, using your intuition, and actually putting into practice what you've learned. This is how you're going to make it through these times.
Yes.
Ralph said something really, I was actually kind of like impressed.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Ralph is always like, be positive and high vibrational, raising the frequency. Today, Ralph
raising the frequency.
He was like, I don't want to be positive.
How the hell you gonna be positive, all love and light in the stuff that's going on right now?
And the world is going to shit, right? He said shit. I was like, oh, Ralph, okay.
Yes,
and he had a point, It's really about bringing the balance.
Yep.
You got to bring the balance, because you have to be careful not to do what's called any spiritual bypassing.
Yeah. because
right?
it's real easy to do that in this point in time. And what's up, Charlotte? Thank you so much for being in the building. Yeah,
Thank you.
it is real easy to spiritual bypass at this present point in time.
Very easy.
Especially when you see that things are just going so haywire and you don't
Yeah.
know which way is up, which way is down, and which
Right.
way is east, and which way is west. But in the midst of that, you can get to a certain point because, you know, there's this term fake it till you make it.
Mhm.
And you can fake that everything is all good and well while the house is burning down.
Right.
That's spiritual bypass.
And that is not balance, right? So you really want to acknowledge things that are in front of you. Nothing wrong with really keeping an outlook like, hey, you know, I'm going to do this, and because of me doing this, because of me putting the work, you know, X, Y, and Z, I will manifest, right? But you can't just sit in there and be like, oh, I'm sitting in filth, and you're like, oh, this smells wonderful in here, and no, it's filth.
Yeah.
So you got to clean it up, right? So you got to do the work, guys. Don't allow anybody to coerce you into believing something
No.
when you know the truth.
Right.
Okay?
Right. You can't allow people to, like, look. It's so much that's going on in the world. Like because here's one thing. If you've been on this spiritual journey, you should know this by now, is that you are in the world, but not of it. Okay? And if you're not sure what that really means, you can witness something and not be triggered emotionally about it. Okay?
Right.
Because right now, I'm just going to share some things with you. And once again, this is not something to
Be alarmed about or worry about or anything like that. It's just a matter of really knowing what's really taking place, preparing yourself to not literally get washed up with the tide.
Like, hold on.
That's
No
pretty
pun-
much no pun intended.
No pun intended.
But it's really good to prepare yourself sometimes.
Because, like, you have to be aware of some things that's going on right now.
Yeah.
And we're just going to share just a few things with y'all. If you're not aware of what's going on in the world,
Right.
We're going to bring some things to your attention.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, cut us off for a second.
Yeah.
But if you're not aware of certain things like this, because like these are tidal waves off of the coast of the UK that's going off right now, and you can see the lighthouse, and you know how big a lighthouse is. Right. Or hold on, we just gotta share some other stuff with you, because if you don't know what's going on in the world, then you won't know how to move.
Right.
But then again, you don't need to let this
worry you
or motivate you to do something out of fear.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like, take a look here.
Yeah.
Like, you got all of these massive floods that's going on.
Right.
You got these solar flares that's going off.
Very apocalyptic times. We
got earthquakes that's going down.
Right.
Okay. We got and most important, what
La Palma is acting a fool, guys.
Like, hold on, let me find it.
I think that La Palma needs a life for itself.
Yeah, La Palma has its own life.
La Palma is really doing some work, you know, really powerful stuff going on over there.
Because, like, hold on.
Really not slowing down.
But once again, this is not anything to frighten you or anything of that nature, but just making you aware of what's going on in the world, right? You got this lava from La Palma that's just eating up
600 meters per hour, just
everything
into the,
just going off. Oh gosh, yeah, that's Umi.
Into the Atlantic Ocean. So 40
So
days and 40 nights, past 40 days and 40 nights.
Like, it's been going on
10 weeks now, 11 weeks.
But you know, the thing is that all of this is going on. And if you all didn't see the live that we did earlier today, or even the photos that we posted on our IG, all of this madness that's going on it is not affecting us.
Right, right. Not that we're not aware. We are quite aware
Hmm.
of the current state of the world, but still, we have our own world
Right.
that we create on a daily
Hmm.
basis. We do feel the energies.
Oh, yes.
They're
Yes.
very prominent. We do feel the energies. We are aware of them, but we just keep a certain watch so that we'll know how to navigate. Right.
Right. Right. But yeah, but we do have some things to share with you all as far as what's going on, things of that nature. But one thing is for certain, just like this title of this video says, um, you are ready for what's to come.
Hmm.
Especially if you've been rocking with us and you've been doing your work and you've looked into some of the books that we mentioned and things of that nature, you are ready.
Yep. Don't let none of these people fool you or try to scare you. As long as you stay diligent, you be aware of what's happening, you move accordingly, you create accordingly, you'll be just fine. When you get those nudges to do something, don't procrastinate, don't put it off. Follow your intuition and make your move with right wisdom, okay?
Right.
With right wisdom, make that move. I mean, you get these nudges for a reason. We all have our higher self, our higher guide to help us navigate these borders.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, then that's when you step up into oopsies.
Yeah.
And you always go like, I should have listened to my first mind. Now is not the time to be saying that. Listen to your first mind the first time.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
These are the times when we have to follow our intuition.
Right. All right. Now, real quick before we jump in and share some other information, because we're kind of dragging our feet a little bit,
Right.
trying to make sure as many people come in as possible so that we can share this information. But we are going to be doing some card readings towards the end of this video.
Yep.
So if you would like to receive a card reading, you can drop the donation via Cashapp. That information is on the screen as we speak.
Yep.
So you can send your donations via Cashapp, $10 or more to the Cashapp, or you can do it in the super chat. We would prefer the Cashapp, but if you want to do it in a super chat, by all means.
Go right
So
ahead.
just wanted to share that information. But once again, what is going to happen, right? Everybody's thinking about what's going down. What's all of this chaos and everything that's going on, right? We got you, Charlotte. We got you.
We got you, sweetheart.
What's going on in this world? We got all of these vaccines going on. We got all of these catastrophic things that's going on in Canada, Australia, La Palma.
Man.
Even if it's man-made or not, it's a bunch of stuff going down, right?
Right.
And whether you know it or not, you have been preparing for this without even knowing that you've been preparing for it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you all this. How many of you all have been taking in some sun? Getting in that vitamin D. If you've been getting in some vitamin D, getting out, getting some sun, drop a 1 in the chat for us.
Ooh, Emperor of Neutrality said, I've got some pics of La Palma that shows earthquakes in the grid pattern that can only be manufactured. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's there are so many earthquakes that are going on right now.
Yeah. It is ridiculous. Guys, this is the apocalypse. Okay, if you guys have not realized by now, we are living in apocalyptic times, and what that means is a lot of things are coming to light. Apocalyptic just means uncovering. It's the removing of a veil. This is why it seems like so many people are starting to ask questions. And it's weird because it takes this type of event to remove a veil, a very thick veil. So this is what we're really witnessing. We living in some. It's exciting. It's exciting times to really. I think I really came back just so I can be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, or just to be a part of this.
Just to be a part of this.
This is a graduation class.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I gotta give a shout out to Nazir. Is it Nazir Ra?
Yeah.
Nazir Ra. He said something that was very profound, which was that when it's graduation time,
Yeah.
you know, the freshmen don't get upset with the seniors
Right.
for graduating.
That's right.
Okay? And a lot of you that are watching this video right now, you are in that senior class. You are getting your cap and gown. Actually, no, it's actually Fulburn said this as well. But you are getting your cap and gown.
Mm.
You're about to walk across that stage. This is some exciting times. You know, this is one of these moments that you've been waiting for. Randy says, "Yes, I love the sun." Oh boy, I'm gonna show you a reason why you love the sun.
Oh
in
yeah,
just a
we got
moment.
something to show you about this sun. Like I've been saying it since last year, April. Not even, was it last year or the year before?
Yes.
Was it last year, 2019? Was it
2019?
2020? Yeah, it was last year when I started getting up early every morning, and I was telling you there is something in the air. Like, because I would get up at 6 and I would go run, and it felt different, like really different. That's when they were forcing everybody to put the muzzle on, and I'm like, something don't seem right here, because the oxygen outside it was really, really different.
Yeah, y'all can go back and watch our videos. My baby said it before, as well as I know we got some pictures on there of the double sun.
Yeah, the double sun. Yep.
It's out there, y'all. It's whether you want to think that it's a hoax or whatever's going on, something going on in that sky.
And I seen it. I seen it last year. It was like, oh, that's a camera flare. Okay, what it is not a camera flare now? Now they seeing it is not a camera flare.
Yeah. Okay, Charlotte getting the sun. Okay,
good job. Get as much as you can, guys.
Oh, right. Well, let me share something with you all, because, like I said, you've been preparing and you don't even know that you are preparing, right? And actually, let me take note of which page I'm on right now.
Yeah.
As you all know, we have been doing some hella studying, hella reading. We've been doing it for quite some time, but for when we started the webinar, "You Were Magical as Fuck," it really made us dive even deeper. So for the past 3-4 months, that's all we've been doing. A lot is reading.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the books that we're reading right now, I'm just going to share with you all the cover of this. And quick disclaimer: this book that I'm about to share is not for everybody.
No, because again, graduation. You know, you don't give someone who is in the 9th grade a book that they're gonna need for graduation, because they're not there yet, right? Not that one is better than the other. It's just probably not your time yet.
Right. So, but the information in here, if you haven't already been on your path, some of the stuff in this book may seem very foreign to you, and you'd be like, "What the hell?" No, I'll put this down. I'll come to it later, right? But let me share this with y'all real quick, okay? This book right here, The Lion's Path. If you know of this book, drop a 1 in the chat.
If you don't, drop a 2 and it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Hell, if you think you're ready for this book and you want to dive into it, then shoot us the email. We'll be more than happy to share a copy with you.
Right. And a movie that goes along very well with this book that might help to explain it a little bit more for you. It's what is that? The Chronicles of Narnia, the last one that they did. Chronicles of Narnia, not the first one. If you want to look at the series to understand, what's taking place, you really don't need to, because it just gives you the backstory of the prince and stuff like that, or the king and the queen. But the Chronicles of Narnia, it's called the Voyager
of the Dawn.
The Voyager of the Dawn Treader.
Yeah, you go.
The Voyager of the Dawn Treader. Okay. And for you guys, for those of you guys who looked at the webinar that we did called How to Exit the Matrix, you will be familiar with what's called the duat, right?
Yep.
And the duat is another name for the duat is the morning twilight. Okay. And so the morning twilight is where the action takes place. The Egyptians spoke of the duat a lot.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen our webinar, How to Exit the Matrix, that would be a good one to take a look at. And also the movie would help you to kind of understand this book a little better. what is it again? The Voyager of the Dawn Treader. There you
Right.
go. Take a look
Right.
at that movie. It's very childlike, but it has a lot of
Oh,
information in that movie.
what?
Lots.
Here's the thing about this journey before we go into it. I'm sidestepping. We hadn't seen y'all in a while, so I'm gonna talk a lot. Um, one of the things that's really interesting once you awaken
Mhm.
and your third eye is open and you get knowledge, you just see things in movies that you would not have normally seen
Right.
if you had not recently done your research.
Right.
Okay? So in these movies, y'all, they are telling y'all everything.
Every nook and cranny. And when you look up the meaning of Hollywood, okay, you will realize it's named after a wand.
Yes.
What do you do with a wand? You cast spells with a wand.
Mhm.
So these movies that they show us is literally spells, right?
Yeah.
And if you are awake and you're aware, instead of being put under a spell with the movies, you will be able to actually see what is being spelled out in front of you,
Right.
and you can really use that to heighten your awareness.
Right.
It's all about the perception, of what's being thrown at you,
Right.
right?
Facts. Okay. Well, just a quick background. So this book that we just shared with you all called the Lion's Path.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a book really about transcending past death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, we are a little consumed with death. Hey, our ancestors were very interested in death. They
Mhm.
wanted to make sure that they knew what to do when they died,
Yeah.
and we followed suit.
Yeah.
Because if they knew what to do, then we need to know what to do as well.
Right, and then you don't get stuck in loops. Nobody wants to be in a loop. I mean, seriously, guys, look at the planet.
Right. Okay.
Take a look at the planet. Like, seriously.
All right. Now, we're just going to share with you one page out of this book to show you that, in a sense, you have already been working on your transformation.
Yep.
For those of you who like to go out and get some sun, there's a reason why you like that sun so much.
There is a reason.
Okay. Let's go into it. Actually, no, let me just share it.
Go on and share the
Okay.
love, baby. Share the love.
Let me take this caption down just for a moment so it don't even get in the way. All right. So boom, this picture here. If you all know whose boat this is, drop it in the chat. Whose boat is this that we're looking at right now? If you've been doing some study, you should know whose boat this is. All right. But this book here talks about the transformation that happens when we move on from one realm to the next. And there's some preparation that goes into that place. Okay. And what you're seeing here is a diagram. We're about to read it in just a moment. This is a diagram that was actually taken from the hieroglyphics, and they just made it pretty and put it on here for you all to show. But this is talking about the metamorphosis phase that takes you from being what's considered a neophyte or beginner on your spiritual journey into being an adept, to one where you can actually transcend. Okay. Set or Enoch's boat. Now it's not Set or Enoch's boat. We're about to get into it. All right. So we're gonna read this. You want to read this bottom part, babe?
Yes, it says here, the egg is on the sacred boat, being carried from this world to one of the higher dimensionality. Here below, flanked by Isis
At the head.
And Nephthys at the feet, is the deceased or neophyte in the form of Osiris. So when they say the deceased, they mean somebody who is unaware, right?
Right.
So when you're walking around and you're really not aware, you're pretty much dead. You're deceased. Not in the death like what we think it is, but just unaware. You don't know what's happening. Okay, that's what they're talking about. Okay.
Right.
So in other words, you would be called a neophyte, somebody who's not aware. So the neophyte, in the form of Osiris, being
you
irradiated by the falcon Horus, life restoring power. The 5-point star is life force, and the disc are the eggs, embryonic power to use it to grow.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, what you're seeing on this diagram here is that, well, let's back up for a second. How many of you are familiar with the story of Osiris?
Everybody knows the story about Osiris.
Okay, they know the story about Osiris. Okay, so let's go back to this, right? This picture here is telling you a lot. Okay, so this is Ra's boat, right? And, well, excuse me, it's not Ra's boat. It's actually Horus. But what you see here, this disc that's at the top, is called the golden womb. Okay, and the golden womb is sending out these transmissions, this radiation to Osiris, the dead king, to help him to transition into Horus. Okay, and if you understand the story, you know that Horus is really it's a metaphorical story. It's not something that is literal. Okay, these individuals did not exist. It's more of a story. It's the energy signature of what's going on, and we're talking about a transformation that is happening. So Osiris, who is dead, is being transformed into Horus, where he gets his wings and he's able to go through and do all the stuff that he needs to do. But through that process, there is a chemical effect that happens within our bodies. There's actually one that happens when we actually transition. There are chemicals that are given off in our body to help us transform. Okay, but those chemicals needed to be activated through the sun, because the sun is giving off those I'm trying to think of the best word to put this in.
Well, everybody knows the rays, so you could just call it rays.
So the rays that are coming off from the sun are helping with the transformation. Not only is it helping with the transformation physically, it's helping with the transformation spiritually. Yes, the black sun. There we go.
Okay. They know.
Okay, so you know about you gotta know. If you don't know about the black sun, you gotta get it.
You got to know. You got to. You got to.
Yes, Angie, we are talking about the black sun.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And the black sun is not something that's a myth.
No, baby.
There are tons of scientific literature to back it up. If you dig into it a little bit, just a little bit, you can find the information.
Yeah, it's a lot that's hidden. I just want to take a quick minute to share my dream last night or this morning. I had a dream where I was taken into the black. That's what I call it. I mean, that's how I remember it. It's called the black or the void or whatever have you. And I was shown by this. I guess I could say he looked maybe Asian, or he looked Asian. Yeah. And so he was showing me, but he was speaking to me telepathically. He wasn't talking. And so he showed me, took me into the void, and then he was showing me how right now humanity is actually being tricked. They're being conned into unknowingly giving away their memories, right? To the, if you want to call them the elites, whatever, but they're being conned into giving away all of their memories. And so they're literally collecting these memories and like maybe on a hard drive or whatever have you, because that's what it feels like, right? And what they're doing is they're going to collect these people's memories. Now they can't just take it from them. They have to volunteer it to them, and a lot of people are volunteering their memories to this machine or whatever it is.
Right.
And so what they're doing now, once they've collected the person's memories or the soul's memories, they're actually selling it back to them, edited. So it's like in a way they're programming them with certain information that they want them to have. not what they contained in their original form, right? And really not sure. It's another piece to the dream, but I probably have to go back and remember it or recall it. But I think that's very significant as to what's really happening now.
Yes.
Right? It's just knowing what you're getting into and not walking into anything blindsided.
Right.
Or, walking into something with some form of false belief, but really, operating out of wisdom.
Yes.
Right? And awareness. Because I was shown that people are just like zombies. It's like they're not really fully aware of what's happening, and they're just blindly doing things and being tricked and conned without really paying attention to what's happening.
Yeah, because the ones who are in the know, they know who is leveling up. Okay, and they wanted to do their best to block those transmissions.
Yeah.
And look, these transmissions that are coming off, this is the next little I keep doing that, y'all. Sorry. So this illustration here is a transition from the first one. So if you remember the first one here, right, where Osiris is dead, he's receiving the rays from Horus, which is his son.
Literally.
So Osiris is receiving the rays from his son, the son, and it is helping him to transform. And as you can see here, because of those rays, Osiris is now able to rise and be animated again. And as you can see from this picture here, he's in a sarcophagus. You notice he doesn't have anything on top of his head? Okay? Those things that are on top of the heads in these Egyptian pictures are very significant. If you don't know the significance of those, it's very, very important that you look into that for yourself. But as you can see here, he doesn't have it, but then he rises with that. That means that he went to another level. And just like we all are receiving these rays, those who can receive these rays, you are getting those transmissions and you are leveling up.
Right. Don't let Mr. Gates block your transmissions now.
Okay. Now, this type of transmission that we are receiving, as you can see, if you've gone through your spiritual journey, it can be very painful.
Yeah.
Okay. Any type of change going through is going to cost you something.
I mean, look at labor.
Tell it. I can't tell it.
Look at labor. Labor is a whole change in these streets. I mean, you're changing. New life is coming in, right? And something so beautiful and so precious, but it's so painful.
Right. Yeah. So anything worth going through, anything worth having, there's going to be some growing pains that come along with it.
Little discomfort,
Yeah. Hey, sometimes it actually can be excruciating, because I know when I started back working out, my body was like,
oh yeah. I got the little what you call that machine back there where you do the squats thingy bob. And when I first started, it was really painful. My legs were sore, aching the first day. But now, shoot, I can get on there and do 60.
Right. Yeah. So it's one of those things, and it's very similar to the metamorphosis of a butterfly.
Yeah.
Do you really think that when that butterfly goes into that cocoon and it liquefies itself, do you not think that that caterpillar is going through some tremendous pain? I'm talking about bringing up old memories that you thought that you got over with.
Right.
Dealing with issues that you have with your parents, specifically your mother. Gosh, y'all.
Daddy issues, mommy issues.
A couple of weeks ago, I got hit with some mommy issues that I knew that I had them, but I was running from them fuckers. I was running from the mommy
Yeah.
issues. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But it got to a certain point where I had to deal with it
Mm,
and understand that that was one of the first programs that was installed in me.
mm,
And I'm not gonna go too much into it right now, but that was that first program. And I think we did a video about this a few weeks ago when we
I
actually
think
talked about it.
I think we did.
That first program is the hardest one to override.
Yes, because once they, and this is why the system likes to, get your children when they're young, because once you install that first program, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything that comes in, after that, if you put in the wrong program first, okay, any type
Mm-hmm.
of bad behavior, any type of wrong information, whatever, when you place that inside of a child in the beginning, when you try to introduce the right program, the wrong program is going to automatically come in and try to override the right program.
Yeah. So just imagine if your first program that you received was that you were not enough.
Mm,
And that first program comes from the ones who cared for you.
mm,
It could be your mom, your dad, your grandmama who raised you, your aunt, or if you were in a foster home,
doesn't
right?
matter.
It doesn't matter. If that first program is one that taught you that you were not enough, then whenever another program comes in to try to lift you up and say that
Right.
you are enough, that first program gonna knock that thing
Knock that shit right out. And that's why sometimes when you're in
Yeah.
a relationship with someone, you
Mhm.
find it so hard to receive love from that person, depending
Right.
on what first programs were installed when you were younger. It's gonna cancel that shit right out.
Right. Yeah. So that was one that we had to go through, and
Yeah.
and Angie, yeah, that's why we are doing our best to protect our DNA, because one of the things that we really have to understand,
Let me see if I got this biscuit here. So
we really have to understand that we always have a choice. Okay. Because when it comes to somebody trying to put us into a corner, even when we have our backs up against the wall and we think that either our option is to submit or to fight, sometimes we forget that we have the option to fight. Okay, that's the part about really being spiritual, which Ralph was just talking about, is that understanding when it comes to being spiritual, there's the side that's 50% love and light, and there's the other 50% that will fuck you up.
boy.
Okay,
Boy.
you got to understand that's being spiritual, whether you believe it or not. That is being spiritual.
Anything you do is spiritual, because come on, what activates your body is spirit.
Yes.
So it don't matter. You could be on the toilet, you spiritual.
Yeah, because we were talking about the other day. Like, if you're really happy and just blissed out, that doesn't bring about change.
Yeah, it don't. The happiness, right?
Mm-mm. Happiness does not bring change.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're happy, then you're going to leave everything just as it is.
Right. The happiness is the effect after a
Mhm.
change. It's like the happiness, the bliss is the enjoyment of a change, if that makes sense. But it doesn't bring about change.
Mhm.
So when you're trying to transmute, you need a transmutated energy, which could be anger, frustration, something that's really passion. You need a transmutative energy to bring about change. You need friction. When you're trying to create fire, you need friction.
You need a reaction.
You need a reaction to bring about change. Now, once that change has occurred, then you have the happiness, then you have the bliss, which would be the enjoyment of that change.
Right.
The energy to enjoy the change.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you, Goddess 999, for being in the building. We appreciate you. And angels in Chi. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's nice.
Angels in Chi. Yes. Right now there is a split, and the reason that there's a split because once again, this is graduation time. Some people are seniors. Some people are freshmen, sophomore. What are all the different classes? I forgot. Junior. So you got freshman, sophomore. Is it freshman and junior or freshman and sophomore and junior?
I don't know. I went to school in the islands.
It's
We had
Okay.
elementary, high school, and then college.
So you know you got different levels. So yeah. So you're going to see the split because this is graduation time. It's time for the seniors to leave. And the seniors are those who have done their work. They have done their work and they passed all of their exams. If you're watching this right now and you've gone through all of the BS that's been going on right now, 9 times out of 10, you're about to graduate. So take that in. Take that in. And in just a moment, we're going to get started on the card readings. And Charlotte, we got yours. You're up first. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. My baby's trying to find something in this book.
I'm trying to find this section in this book that can let you guys know the reason why you need to keep your DNA intact. Listen, guys, this shit ain't no joke. I keep saying that it's worse things than death. Okay? It's vital that you don't let nobody scramble your DNA. Okay? And then this is not about cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and woo-woo stuff. This is real.
Actually, no, that's I think what you're about to go to is actually even still with this, which is this diagram here. Because let me bring it up so everybody can see it real quick. And I may be jumping the gun, but you're gonna let me know if I am or not. So what my baby's looking for is okay, the reason why you want to keep your DNA intact, and there's actually this thing that's going on right now, is that for instead of calling somebody unvaccinated, I get what we're saying, we're the true bloods, okay? True, pure, is it pure bloods or true bloods?
Pure bloods.
We're pure bloods. So don't call us unvaccinated. Call us pure bloods because our blood is pure.
That's right.
Okay. And so with that being said, actually, let me go back, because what's in the vaccine is cDNA, which means complementary DNA.
Or synthetic
DNA, right? And so that type of DNA cannot receive these transmissions.
The lights, the rays, so you can merge your 2% with your remaining 98%.
Okay, so let me see if I can get a highlighter and show this on here. Dang it, I don't have that little marker thing. But anyway, okay, so you see right here where the mouse is moving. What is blocking through the vaccine is blocking these rays that's coming in to elevate you and transform you. Yes, Charlotte, you are a goddess. You better say that.
You better say it, girl.
You better say that. Okay? So these rays are coming in, and these rays are helping you on your transformation, spiritually as well as physically. But when you add cDNA into the mix, it starts to block this, then you're just going to end up being like Osiris, just sitting here. Okay? But with that being said, while my baby is reading that, we do have a wonderful interview that is coming up on the 30th. And hopefully I can say this in enough time my baby can find this, and then we can get into these card readings.
Man, this stuff is real scientific. I'm not even going to try to read this out to y'all because it's very scientific.
If y'all don't have this book,
please get this book.
Get this. What's the other? What's the companion?
The companion, The Road to Orion. I don't have it in
that talks about the science.
Oh yeah, The Road to Orion.
There's another one that goes with this. So if you all haven't gotten this book, okay, get this book by Judy K. King.
Yeah.
Take a screenshot if you need to. That way you'll have a picture of my beautiful baby in this book. Okay? You need to get this book.
Yes, guys.
And understand the importance of being able to receive the transmissions that are coming in through these solar flares. Okay? There have been a bunch of them that went off last month. And those solar flares, and here's the funny part is because they try to block the solar flares, y'all.
I don't know how you gonna block it. That's just crazy. They're even trying.
They try to block it through these chemtrails. They try to block it with the Maxine. They try to block it in so many ways. But let me tell y'all this, because we've gone. We're I don't want to say this in a boasting way. Oh, she got both books. Awesome.
Beautiful. See? That's
okay.
My girl. That's my girl.
We have, I'm not saying this in a boastful way, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. With the work that we've done, we've gotten to a certain level where we can really see into space.
Mm-hmm.
And when you actually see into space, and I mean, like, I could be sitting here and not see any of this and just see space, if that makes sense. And when you just sit and you look at space, you can see all of the particles and all of the things that are actually coming in from the solar flares. So there is nothing. I'm sorry, Bill Gates. I'm sorry, all of the elites and everything. you gave it a hell of a try. You gave it a hell of a try, but you can't block it. You can't block it.
Let's give them a little clap.
We'll give you an A for effort. Oh, you gotta.
They tried.
They tried it, but
it is really not working. I mean, what is meant to be will be. You guys just have to please keep your DNA intact, and I'll try to break down all those scientific terms to try to make you understand what is happening. Okay, so what happens, when you're ready to leave this realm? Okay, is that your DNA would literally come online, like the whole thing. Okay, right now here, we only really have access to 2% of our DNA as far as the memory and stuff like that, which is just enough for us to navigate these waters. Okay,
right.
So when you go to the other side, okay, you have access to your other 98% of your DNA. In order for you to be able to merge your 2% with your other 98% and you really become one again, come into your godness, if you want to call it that, or get illuminated, whatever you want to call it. But in order for you to become whole again and merge back, okay, you cannot have anything blocking that connection. Okay, it has to be a match. So your 2% has to be a match to your other 98%.
Yep.
Now, when you go and you interfere and put in all that synthetic stuff in your DNA, when it's time for you to merge with your other 98%, it won't be a match.
That puzzle won't go together.
That puzzle won't go together. And so you are pretty much...
Yeah. So, just imagine, like, just for teaching purposes, right? This fist is the original DNA, okay? And then you have the transmissions that's coming in, it looks like this.
Right.
And see, when you have the original DNA, it can attach.
Right.
That transmission can attach, right? But if you have the transmission and then your DNA looks like this,
it ain't what's gonna happen.
It can't latch on, right?
Nope.
So, which saying that, okay? But before we just went,
we went left.
We went a little left. But
we just trying to warn y'all.
We do have this interview set up for November the 30th, right? That's in 3 days.
3 days, guys. 3 days. You have to share that live, guys. That live is going to be very, very transformational, and it's going to be very, very important for individuals who are dealing with this tyranny at hand. Okay, people are actually being forced to resign from their employment. They're being forced and coerced into doing things that they never thought that they would have to do just to feed their family, right? So it's like all their rights are being thrown out of the window. It's being thrown out of the window. And this is just not how things are supposed to be. This is how you know that we are in some different times. We are in some different times. If you want to know what times that we're in and what it's going to look like if we really don't do something about it, go back and read about Hitler.
Right.
I'm not kidding. It is the same procedure that you will find when you go back, because everybody's like, how did he get that many people to do these things? Mass hypnosis.
Right.
Mass hypnosis. I saw a video the other day.
Dark NLP.
Exactly. I saw a video with this lady. She was on a bus. She did not have a muzzle on her face. and this other lady literally attacked her and beat her up because she did not have a muzzle on her face. See, different times. Now, where did this lady get this idea that harming someone, right, for not putting a muzzle on was the right thing to do? You know how? The same how they did back in Hitler's time. Okay, it's the same. It's programming.
Yep.
Dark NLP. You tell something, you tell a story over and over and over again, and you keep telling it. Eventually, if enough people believe, not know, because it's a difference, believe in that story that's being told, that narrative that's being told over and over again, they're going to start thinking that it's true. And they're going to act on that because they're thinking that they're a hero.
Right.
In these times, you can look back and you can see how people who are, and this is not to fat shame anyone, but people who are massively obese, who are sick and have all types of things going on, they were made to feel like they were healthy by just putting a covering over their face. And so you saw where these people who were, had all types of stuff going on, for once they felt liberated, like they were, healthy because they had that thing over their face, and they were, shaming someone who were actually being healthy and eating right and going to the gym, and shaming them because they did not have the muzzle over their face. So as you can see, that the programming that's taken, the shifting of a belief of a lie. Okay.
Yes.
Programming, mass hypnosis. And so with that being said, we have Dr. Artist.
Yes, he is going to be on the show, on our channel.
Yep.
This coming
on the 30th. In 3 days, we're gonna have him. And this man is very passionate, very, very passionate about what he does. Really just trying to help people in these times because he can see, and it's not hard, blindly shit. Ray Charles can see where we're heading if we don't do something about this.
Right. Yes. So you all can go to this website here to learn a little bit more about him. He is going to be, once again, on this channel on November the 30th. We got it set up for 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this is another reason why we wanted to have this live this evening, is that because we know that we have our questions that we are going to ask him as far as really helping our people out.
Yes.
Okay. But hey, there may be some questions that we may not think of. Okay. So with that being said, if you have any questions in regards to really maneuvering around these mandates and woman dates, then drop a comment on the video in the comment section. In the live, we may be able to catch it if you all put it in here. But if you have any questions that you would like to know as far as like, can I sue my employer for this? Is there a way for me to not go along with the BS or things of that nature? Or what are the side effects of actually taking this jizzy jab? So if you have any of those questions along those lines, drop the comments below the video or email us, so that way we can make sure that we have everybody included so that you all can get as much information as possible to help you in this situation, because we want to help you all still be pure bloods.
Yes, you shouldn't have to compromise your vessel. This is your vessel. You were given this vessel to navigate this realm and to enjoy this realm. You should be able to choose if you want to put high quality fuel in your body. You should be able to put, how would you feel if you went to a gas station? You just paid for your car. You paid $40,000 for your car. It's your car, okay? And you went to this gas station, right? And they have leaded, unleaded, and they have premium. And the person at the gas station told you that you're not allowed to have premium, okay? You could only have regular gas. And you know that if you put any regular gas into that car, it's going to destroy it. But because you need to get to point A to point B, you have to put the regular gas in your car so you can move around, but you know it's destroying your car you just paid $40,000 for. How you gonna feel? But you see, it's crazy because a lot of people, they're going to be able to relate to that scenario more than they will be able to relate it to their own vehicle, which is their own vessel. They won't be able to see the similarity. Some would, but it would still go over some people's head.
Right.
So this is pretty much what's happening.
Yeah. And Charlotte, we feel you. See, you know, at this point in time, you know, some people gonna get offended. What the hell?
They're gonna get mad.
They're gonna get mad.
That's just because they have bought into the narrative. Unfortunately, they have been programmed. The program was successful.
Yeah.
Okay. They've pumped enough fear out there. They've pumped enough narratives out there to scare the daylights out of these people.
Yeah.
They don't even trust Jesus anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't trust their own belief systems anymore. That's shut down.
Yeah. And Empress of Duality, look, we feel you. We our circle is us.
It's a dot. Our circle is a dot.
Our circle is a dot.
That's it.
It's the black dot.
That's the black dot.
It's the black sun. That's our circle right now. So yeah, we feel you. It's like that. And as you said, you gotta cleaning house.
Yeah, we don't care. Like we are very happy. We're very content.
Right.
With our circle.
Very content.
It is what it is, you know. I mean, think about it. When your circle gets smaller, you don't have to worry about all these birthday presents and Christmas gifts calling people and stuff like that. You free up a lot of time for yourself. So you know, the universe always it's always there to help us. It conspires to help us. So maybe you don't need that many people around you.
No.
You know, you just have to look at it that way.
Yep.
Now, I want to write these questions down, okay? Because he's going to be here and I want to have these questions prepared for him. Obviously, if new people come on the live and they have new questions, but we'll address these ones first. So you guys have a chance now to shoot your shot. Shoot your shot in the chat. Put whatever question that you might have that you would like to ask this wonderful soul, okay?
Yes. Let me break up again.
He's been touched. Like if you read his story, you'll see that he lost his dad because of all these protocols that they had, the madness, and he's a doctor. So he understands that what is happening is really not making sense to him. And there's a lot of other doctors who knows that this stuff is not making sense, but hey, you know what? If you have enough money to pay someone, you can get them to say anything you want them to say.
Right.
But there's some people who you cannot buy. And souls are not for sale.
They are not. They are not. Whether you want to think about it or not, they are not for sale. Okay? They're not.
Yeah. Some people want to keep their souls. He's one of them. He's interested in keeping his soul. So yeah, what a question. Shoot your questions, guys.
Well, Charlotte says she'll email us if she thinks of anything.
All right, so we look for the emails, and that's another thing you can do. After the live, you guys can send us an email, ask your questions, and we'll pull it out, in 3 days.
All right.
Yeah, that works too. But if you guys want to put your questions in the chat, now is the time to do it. If not, shoot us an email with your questions.
All right. In the meantime, we're going to get to this card reading. Charlotte, we want to thank you so much for your love and support. You have been here with us for quite some time. And actually, this also goes out to everybody else because y'all have been rocking with us for quite some time. We started this journey back in April 2018.
Yeah.
And for those of y'all who are still here rocking with us and going through, seeing our transition from our crappy videos in the beginning where the video was...
The music was so loud.
The music was loud. The audio was terrible.
We had a phone and... and we had a computer fund, and we finally got a computer, and you guys... Thank you.
Yeah, so we appreciate y'all. Don't think that we don't appreciate it. We appreciate everything. Every view, every like, every subscriber. All 6,000 plus of y'all. Actually getting close to 7,000. So we appreciate y'all so much. So once again, thank you. All right. Well, let's get into the card reading. And once again, if you do have any questions that you would like to ask for the doctor, drop them in the chat or put it in the comments below. Or if you have any other questions in regards to your spiritual journey, drop it in the chat as well, and we can go into those. Okay.
Yes, and if you guys just want to donate to the channel, feel free. Just send it to Cash App, because we want to keep doing this. Like, we want to keep inviting people on the show to get them to help out and whatever else have you. As our channel grow, we want to do different things, right?
Yeah.
Incorporate different individuals who could help us out in our journey.
Right. Oh yeah, Empress. I don't know if that's Danny or if it's
Brooke.
or Brooke, but yeah, when we started the channel, we were doing our videos on phone, and at one point I think we were doing it on the iPad.
Boy.
But it was a mess, y'all. We had to figure out how to get it propped up a certain way in order to make sure we look all right. But yeah, thanks to our subscribers, we were actually able to get enough funds to get. We ended up getting a laptop, and then we ended up getting a computer. So we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we definitely did a lot of growing.
Thank you, Danny. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you guys. Did a lot of growing over the years. Thanks to you guys.
Yes.
And so, hey, I guess, that's how energy works, right?
All right. So, Charlotte, this card reading is coming up for you, sis.
Nice. So she got his ancestry. This is number 5, Malachite. Ooh, heart.
Wow, that opened up to this.
Yeah.
You may need to read that first.
I'm going to read it first. Opened up to that.
It just opened up to it.
Holy cow. Wow. Okay. All right now. Let me find out, Charlotte. Okay. Looks like this has been something that's been in the works waiting for you, huh? You felt this message, Charlotte. I felt like you felt this message. Wow. This is interesting. It just popped right up. That's what I'm talking about. What we got here? I'm gonna read this first, Charlotte, because this shit just opened up on the first look. So let's see what this is talking about. This is Malachite. Malachite. There you go. Malachite.
Yeah. So when this card came out, it went straight to the page.
It just
okay.
And that's like some whoa, baby. Whoa.
It don't normally do that.
And green deals with the heart, right? So the Malachite is speaking to your subconscious mind, Charlotte. This is a good stone. Unconscious programs of belief cause psychomatic dis-ease. It says, go willingly into the depths. Therapy may be needed. Your deepest fears become your greatest gifts as hidden abilities come to light. See? Hidden abilities coming to light. The
hidden abilities coming online.
It says, go where angels fear to tread, to bring back insights for your own healing and that of others.
Yo, hold on. Let me touch on that real quick. You said, read the part about the angels again.
I'm going again. Let's go again. It says here, go where angels fear to thread, to bring back insights for your own healing and that of others.
Okay, Charlotte. Let me tell you what that means right there. Because when you think of angels, they want to stay in the loving light type things. Well, at least the public persona of angels.
Right.
Because there's another side to angels that people don't want to talk about.
Right, because look at Michael. Michael is a destroyer.
No,
he lights shit up. That's what he do.
I'm going to be real with y'all. Some angels are assholes.
He literally is a destroyer.
Okay, but let's just keep with the public persona of what angels are. They want to stick with the love and light type things, right? So what this card is telling you is that you're going to have to go where angels won't go. I'm gonna let you take that on interpretation, but you would have to go where angels won't go
to get your insight that you're looking for, a deeper knowledge, a deeper understanding.
Because I'm gonna let y'all know right now, we have ventured to the areas where angels won't go.
It says here, stand firm in your power, have no fear.
Mm-hmm.
You survive. Protect yourself against unseen forces or powerful minds that manipulate you.
Mm.
Girl, your ancestors came through tonight, Charlotte.
Yes. Oh, you got it? Okay, you got it. Okay.
Girl, they came through for you.
Boy, oh boy.
Wow.
All
It
right.
says here also, this is for the heart one. I love this. Look how cute.
Mm-hmm.
It says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life.
All right.
That is so beautiful.
There you go.
That is so, so beautiful.
Right there for you.
Right there for you, baby.
If that's going to get in focus
That's nice. That is beautiful.
Yep.
And this last one is the counselor, right? So the counselor card,
I had it on the page.
no, I got it. Yeah,
Okay.
the counselor card comes up, Charlotte. Sometimes when you might have like that counselor energy, where people will just come to you for advice. They'll tell you all their problems and things of that nature. But also remember that sometimes when people come to you with their problems, you really want to be mindful of taking on other people's problems, because you yourself might need a counselor.
Right.
You know what I mean? A counselor needs a counselor. So, but you do have that counselor energy, that, caring, being able to feel people and read people and want to help people.
Mm-hmm.
But you also want to be mindful that you don't want to overwhelm yourself, being that you do have that counselor energy. Don't let it overwhelm you and take on too much that you can't bear. And know that you need a counselor also. We all need a counselor.
Oh, yeah.
We counselors, but we need a counselor.
Yeah, we need somebody to talk to, too.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them drain you.
Yes. And last but not least, before we get out of here, because I don't think we have any other requests right now. Okay. Last but not least, we do have our Black Friday that is still going on. And for those of you all who are not aware of it, right now we're doing 30% off on everything. Okay? Everything. And if you haven't gotten the email with the coupon code, you may be missing out. But if you're on this live, you are in luck.
There you go.
So if you all look, this only if you're serious, because right now we got 30% off of everything. That means card readings, one-on-one talks, the signed books, the T-shirts, which we're gonna have our God. We that T-shirt, I Am God. We have ours coming pretty soon, and we're gonna be rocking those. Yes, we're gonna be walking around real proud. Hold on, let me bring the picture up.
Operator, and destroyer.
Let me bring the picture up.
Yin and the yang.
We can't wait until these. Actually, I'm getting the hoodie though.
We everything.
Let me pull this up so I can share with y'all. Oh no, not there.
We are everything, guys. Everything and all.
Yeah, I just gotta share this with you all. But right now, everything on the website is 30% off. If you haven't gotten the coupon code, right now we need at least 3 people to say that they want the coupon code. And if you want the coupon code, then we'll put it in the live chat.
That's right.
Okay. But let me pull this up because I want to share with you all this right here, because these shirts are just
they're beautiful. Dope. And you know what, guys? Just go ahead and get your shirt, because when you do get your shirt, you do support us, and that's a good thing, because you definitely want to support your content creators, right? So that they can continue to do what they do. It's sometimes I see, it's just things that baffle me sometimes. I'll see people will go and, and I'm not saying, how to spend your money and whatnot, or who you support and whatnot, but people would go and support the people who are oppressing them, and they'll spend all of their energy into a system that really doesn't have their best interests at heart, but yet they won't support the ones who's trying to make the change.
Right.
And I see that a lot, and it's It always baffles me. And then, sometimes we sit back and we wonder, why is it taking so long for a change to take place? But it's just because sometimes we're stuck in cycles of feeding the entities that keep us in the loop, and really not, we're mismanaging where we put our energy and what we contribute to, if that makes sense.
Right.
So for your content creators, for the people who are making the type of change that you guys want to see and encourage, you should support them. Not just us, but just in general.
Yeah.
It's always good to do that.
Yes.
That way, the turnover, the change can happen a lot faster. Because how they say, where focus goes, energy flows.
It's facts. All right, but I just wanted to share this with you all, because even though these are new designs that we came up with,
dope,
these are on sale as well. Okay, so boom, this one right here. Look what it says on his shirt. I am God.
And I know we might have some Christians in the house. They might be like, how dare you say that you're God? Blasphemy. So we put that right there at the bottom just for you. John 10:34, verse 36. Ye are gods.
Check the scriptures.
Yeah.
Check the scriptures, and you tell us.
Don't argue with the messenger.
Don't argue with the messenger. Read the scripture.
Go back and read your scriptures again.
Go and read your scriptures, then you come back and tell me if we're wrong for making this shirt. Okay.
But we just gonna tell you we right anyhow.
But then we got also. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
I like the sweater though.
Yeah, this sweater, really nice. Like this, is the one I'm waiting to get right here. This one is just like so dope.
Beautiful. I love it.
Okay. Boom. This one here. It's about to get cold, y'all. Go ahead and get your.
It's already cold.
Go ahead and get your hoodie.
That is cute.
Right. Yes, get the hoodie, or you can get. Hold on, let me bring the other one up.
Oh, this is cute right here. I like this. I want that one. That's the one I want.
And then we also have this one here.
Yeah, that's cute. Love it.
Bring that up.
Yeah, that is dope.
And then you got the long sleeve one.
I like that. I'm gonna get that and the hoodie.
So we got you covered. What you got? Short sleeve, long sleeve, and then we also got the hoodie. And then of course we got all the other
merch.
All the other merch that's on the website right now. So the books, the shirts, even the tools for prosperity that are on there.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you all would like to okay, we got 2 people who said that they want to get it. So if you we need one more person to say that they want to get it, and then we'll drop the coupon code so that you can get 30% off.
Come on, y'all. Don't be salty. We got 11 people here right now.
Because nobody else is going to get this. Only other ones who got this were the ones who got the email.
Exactly.
Okay. So let me see something here.
All right, guys. So we got one more?
Yeah. And real quick while we have y'all here, because one other thing to remind you of. Oh, you're gonna we're gonna get into it.
All right, we're gonna drop the code.
So this is the coupon code, right? I'm dropping it in the chat. Hold on just a second.
Y'all screenshot it.
But while I'm putting this in here, actually it's just gonna be in the chat because it's just for y'all. Y'all getting a special treat because y'all are here watching this with us.
That's right.
So boom. And I'm gonna pin it so that should be able to pin it.
You should be able to. It's not pinning it.
Not on this.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, y'all screenshot it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Boom. So I just put it in the chat so that you all can see it. And this coupon code is actually going to expire on I think Sunday night.
Yeah, this is coming Sunday.
So only thing you gotta do is type in Black Friday 2021. You type that in on any purchase that you do on the website, you will get 30% off. Okay?
That's pretty good.
So you can go to the website, put that in, and you get your 30% off, okay? All right, screenshot it. There you go. All right. So my baby's just making a mess over here. But yeah, so that's what we wanted to share with you all. One,
Yeah.
you're already ready for what's to come.
Don't be afraid. Just be
Hmm.
aware and you move accordingly. You create your reality accordingly, okay?
Hmm.
Don't be afraid. It's very important for you not to be fearful.
Right. And then also know that we have a very important interview that's coming up on the 30th, where
Hmm.
we're going to be talking with the doctor.
Hmm.
And he's actually, not only is he going to give some medical advice, he's going to be
Hmm.
giving some legal advice as far as some things that can be done in order to protect yourself.
Exactly.
Because that's what sovereigns do.
Mhm.
They protect themselves.
But if you don't have anything to protect yourself against, you
Hmm.
won't be able to.
Right.
Right? It's like somebody coming to your house and they're trying to do whatever they got to do. But if you don't have protection, then they'll do whatever they want to do. But if you do
Hmm.
have the protection, then you will prevent them from doing whatever they want to do. It's the same scenario.
Right.
People are going to do whatever you let them do to you.
Hmm.
Okay?
That's a fact. All right. So yeah, and definitely take advantage of those discounts while they last. We had to get in on Black Friday, so
Yeah.
it
And
is what it is.
even though we know where that originated from,
Hmm.
we in the world, but not of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's just helping businesses get back into the black. That's all.
Right, right,
Okay.
right.
So that's it,
That's
folks.
it, folks. That's it. We, took up enough of y'all time. Thank y'all for being here. We really
Hmm.
love you guys. And I look forward to doing this live in 3 days because I think it's really going to be good. Again, please let anyone who's having difficulties with their job, who wants to know what to do legally, share the video. Let them know that we're going live so that they can have some very valuable information on what to do. Right
Hmm.
information, not just anything, but really information that works.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So we love y'all
We love
so
you
much.
guys. Peace.
Peace out.